So Uncle I beat Pereira last night at UFC 313. I did my reaction last night, and I kind of want to make this video now because now that I had a night to think it over, I went back, watched the fight a few times, broke down some footage. Um, my view on this is kind of been talked about by other people. But I also have a different view than most people about this fight. So starting off, when I was watching that fight live, to me, and this you can call it a cop out, whatever. Alex Pereira did not look the same. It was like the the offensive creativity wasn't there. He did really good in the takedown defense, which was the main focus of this fight. Can Pereira defend the takedown? Can he defend the wrestling? And he did an absolute fantastic job. But it was really minimal offense for him. Um, you look early in the fight. He did look in the first down. He looked like he was out there landing effectively, outlanding Ankalaev, finding the range, landing the leg kicks, which I felt like the leg kicks were gonna be what factored into this fight and where Ankalaev would ultimately show his capabilities. But then in the second round, Uncle Ive came back and he looked really good. He was landing really good shots, but it's just the grinding style of pushing somebody against the cage, constantly threatening the takedown. Round two, we didn't threaten the takedown. Round three, Pereira went for one of his own. Uncle Ive went for one, and then in rounds four and five, Uncle Ive really picked up the pace of shooting the takedowns. I think that his game plan was to save it for later in the fight, uh, when he feels like Pereira potentially could be gassed on that. But it didn't work for him at all. And one of the things you have to start talking about is how do we look at takedown defense? Should takedown defense be awarded when it comes to points, when it comes to de- determining who won around? I saw MMA Guru in his video last night. He was talking a lot about this. It's to me, I'm tired of fighters who just go for control time, who just shoot for the pressure. I know it's an effective style. I know that shooting can set up the combinations, can set up the right strikes and that. But as a viewer, it's not the most fun um thing to see when you're watching a fight. Now, leading up to this fight, I think it was Chael Sonnen primarily. Chael Sonnen said Alex Pereira losing the title might be more beneficial than him keeping the title and going to heavyweight. He already moved a division after getting knocked out by um Israel Adesanya at middleweight. Now, Dana White King Road said that the rematch is what he wants. The rematch should happen. Um, to me, I'd like that rematch. I'd like to see that rematch. I'd like to see Alex Pereira actually come into the fight and throw an offense. But it's tough, man. Like nobody can convince me that Ankalaev style is a style that you want to spend $80 every 3 months to watch. You can't convince me. Alex Pereira has a very fan friendly style. It's, and what I was talking about in the lead up to this fight is the legacy. As a fan, when you're watching a sport, whatever it may be, UFC, NBA, NHL right now with Alex Ovechkin, seeing a guy that can compete with an all-time record, that can do something that nobody else has ever done in the sport, it's fun to root for. It really is fun to see somebody or a team reach a pinnacle that you know nobody else has reached. And I feel like had Ankalaev or had Pereira won this fight, that's where he would be at. He would be in a position where not even Conor McGregor could get to. Conor McGregor was the biggest star, but Conor, he will be looked at as financially one of the greatest of all time, but not accolades wise, the greatest of all time. Pereira could be in that conversation. He could have been in that conversation. You you had four title defenses, middleweight champion, and then if you went up to heavyweight with that belt, it would have been massive, man. It would have been massive to see Alex go out there, beat Ankalaev, beat the ultimate test of the wrestler, which I still think he did. I still think he did a terrific job. It would have meant more. Now, if Alex comes back, beats Ankalaev, possibility is still there, absolutely. Yeah, if he moves on to heavyweight after beating Ankalaev in the second fight, that adds some flair, but it's really not there. Now, I'm just I'm tired of the pressure offense. I'm tired of the hold the fighter against the cage grind style. It's annoying to me. Like, you know, I give it to Islam and Khabib. Their styles are effective, but they are brutal when they are taking you down. They're draining you. They're still kicking you while they're holding you, kneeing you, punching you. That's fun to watch. But Uncle Ive 80% of the fight is very boring. I'm sorry. He did rock out for that. That was a really good moment in this fight. But to me, I don't like how fights are being rewarded based off control time, based off failing to get the takedowns. It's annoying to me. I feel like the fighter defends takedowns should get get the point, get the edge at that point. It's difficult though, and it's difficult because of where the sport is going and where the direction it has been going. But I don't know. It's better in some ways, it's worse in a few ways. Now, for the last bit of this, I want to talk about Uncle Ive. Uncle Ive to me, his only loss is that last second loss to Paul Craig. I think he has a draw against Jan Blachowicz. But Uncle Ive, again, he could pad out a pretty good legacy on his own. He can defend the belt a few times. I think Yuri Prohaska really is the biggest test I want to see him handle. I think he could deal with Yuri, but Yuri submitted Glover. I would love to see how Yuri could handle Uncle Ive. Uh, as for Pereira, though, it, it it doesn't make sense to me for him to come back to light heavyweight beat Ankalaev, and then immediately dip out. Or had to fight Ankalaev twice in a row. Well, I guess be 3 times in a row. Uh, to me, just send him to heavyweight. Give him some time off. Let him develop a wrestling game. Do what he did when he lost at middleweight, and you know, do the Jones Arsenal fight. Let him fight the winner, and yeah, it was a really good one from Uncle Ivor. It was a really good performance. He did exactly what he needed to do. It's annoying that the dog is standing is inevitable. You know, Alex Pereira broke every other curse. What the dog is standing curse. But we'll have to see how this plays out. Alex Pereira still a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever do it. I don't see anybody getting his record for 3 title defenses that quick. And for Uncle Ive to do this in Ramadan, like everything against him, you know, not being able to eat during the day, um, the weight cut during Ramadan, all this stuff, battled through it. And he ultimately won the belt, and it's highlighted his career over Alex Pereira, the scariest fighter we have ever seen. But let me know in the comments down below, what was your opinion on this fight? Do you think that Ankalaev won? Do you think Pereira won? How do you feel about this grinder style that most champions in the UFC are using nowadays? And yeah, what's next for Pereira? I'll have to do a video on that probably tomorrow. To explain fully, even though I gave you my thoughts already, but I want to go more into detail, break down when I think, anyway, break down the timeline for it. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and yeah.